Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by again today. Truly grateful, yeah. Back here on Siquijor Island. Raining. High tide. Just how I like it. I'm going to walk down here a little bit and show y'all my morning walk. I try to miss no matter what the weather is. You know, but if you want to know something about the Philippines or about Filipino people, ask the Filipino. But if you want to know about life as an expat in the Philippines, you may want to ask the foreigner. I know very little about the Philippines and their cultures and traditions and religions and politics and everything. But I know quite a bit about living here as a foreigner. And that's what I try to share on my channel. I'm not some expert on this place, man. Especially when it comes to dating and all of that, man. I'm way out of my lane, really, when I'm doing that. I can talk about my dating experiences. But yeah, when y'all saw that jellyfish yesterday, it wasn't here, it was on Palatine Beach. One of the nicest public beaches in all the Philippines. And remember, I haven't been to all the beaches, obviously, but it's one of the nicest I've ever been to here. It looks like Boracay, Bohol, any of them, and it's a public beach. Costs you 20 pesos to enter. And they use that for good measure. As you can see, I'm going to show you that Palatine Beach before it's all over with. But yeah, I don't want you to get the wrong impression with my videos. I've seen so little of the Philippines and I've experienced so little of this place that all I can give you is my perspective. I'm not an expert on this place, man. You'd be better off asking a Filipino. People like me, my challenge are to help the new man and woman who's never been here before, but who has, you know, an interest in coming here for a slow vacation or to retire. I call it rejuvenate. Look at this weather today. I hate to be on one of these ferries today. I'm trying out this new homemade dead cat that I made. I bought a small keychain with a fake fur cover. I took the cover off and I put it on my microphone. I hope it works. That way I can use this little microphone. I can walk around a lot better. I was reading about something today. It's interesting. I'm not going to do a video on it though because it's too controversial. They were talking about yellow fever and objectifying Asian women and who suffers from yellow fever. Is it an illness? Is it a preference? Man, it was deep. I had no idea. You know, remember, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. I've heard of jungle fever, and I guess it's basically the same thing, except they're talking about black men. But this yellow fever is deep, man. It goes way back. And, you know, it asks you the question, hey, are you attracted to Asian women just because they're Asian women and all the stereotypes that come with it? Or are you attracted to the person? It's deep, man, and I had no idea that argument was out there, but look that up. Look that yellow fever up and read about it and get to know as much about it as you can, because it says a lot about what you see over here, especially when it comes to dating. You know, it's talking about men who, specifically white men, they say that exclusively date Asian women. And it talks about all the it goes from the history of how it started with back in the colonialism and colonization, and they talk about the wars, the Vietnam Wars, Filipino-American Wars, Indochina, where the women were raped, and it's just deep, man. That yellow fever is deep. And how it affects Asian women, specifically Asian American women. I don't know if it really affects the women over here, or even if they even talk about yellow fever over here. But I just wanted to let y'all know it's deep, man. I read a lot. And that could be good, that could be bad. But I think it's very interesting. Anybody wants to know about the dynamics of dating, and because I always get the question, the Filipinos, only date white men and stuff like that, right? And I just tell them, it's all about the status. See, the white man is more desirable to a lot of women, especially when you talk about the history of Southeast Asia, East Asia, and the status that he has. So a lot of times they're dating the status. And in doing that, they're putting down their own race a lot of times. But the history is deep, man. When the colonizers came over here, they had to make the man over here seem feminine. So if you look at the hierarchy of manhood in the world today, and not my world, but in the world today, the white man's at the top, and they usually put the Asian man at the bottom. All you have to do is look at the movies and all that stuff, man. But I just want to tell y'all, this yellow fever's deep. And then you can ask yourself, do I have yellow fever, or is it just my preference for Asian women? Or am I just dating the Asian ethnicity because of Asian women supposed to be submissive, subservient, docile, respectful, traditional. They're good at domestic tasks. All the crazy talk that we talk about on my channel, man. Sometimes after reading that article, man, I really felt bad. I'm like, well, damn. If I don't have yellow fever, I'm surely throwing out some racist stereotypes and stuff out there, man. And I have to watch myself, man. Because, if we knew better, we do better. So, yeah, I'm trying to educate myself, man. It's just so little I know about the customs and traditions and all that over here. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you want to know something about the Philippines and Filipino people, it's best to ask them. If you want to know about cost of living over here as a foreigner and immigration and different things like that, then you could ask one of us. I think a lot of us bloggers we're unfairly put into a position of being experts when really we're just, a lot of times it's not even that serious, man. We're just talking about our lives over here. Yeah, I'd hate to be on one of them ferries today, man. Say that. Totally different from the weather yesterday. Yesterday was perfect. And I uploaded a video to my Patreon account. I was going to do it on my YouTube, but hell, I was using Marilyn's phone, and damn phone was so jumpy. That's why I'm kind of walking slow now, because I'm not using my gimbal I'm just holding my phone. Now here's another dive shop here. This is actually the Marine Sanctuary. If you go diving here, free diving, scuba diving, you're gonna see some of the best coral reefs in the Central Visayas region. I know when Mo was here, my buddy Mo, him and his girlfriend, they went free diving here. I think it was only like 40 pesos or something, but they've got a dive shop here. It's very popular. Dive shops are very popular on Siquijor Island, Bohol, any of those islands, Palawan. Wow, I gotta be careful right here. This damn line and stuff. But a lot of times, man, my videos really don't have to be about anything. I just want to show you the Philippines. Sorry, it's raining. And just kind of share with you my life as an expat over here. The ups, the downs, more ups. But I'm going to start staying in my lane, man. You know, that yellow fever woke me up. It's a lot of things I don't need to be talking about over here, man, because I really don't know what I'm talking about. I'm entering into deep waters, man. You better know how to swim. Now this is part of a new resort that they're building. They're building a lot of new resorts here, and they must know something I don't know, because there's nobody here. I guess if you build it, they'll come. There's nobody here on Siquijor Island, and they just keep building. It's not just this one. If you go all up and down San Juan, see, I live in the San Juan part of Siquijor Island. This island's 72 kilometers around. They've got several new constructions going on, just so many different resorts, and I'm like, well, where is everybody? You go into these restaurants, there's nobody in there. This is truly a virgin island. That's what the guy from Bacolod said. He didn't call it a enchanted island, he called it a virgin island, because nobody's here. And I have to agree with him. But thank y'all for stopping by today. I wanted to bring y'all out here and show y'all what it's like during the rainy season. These waves can get pretty choppy. Now, guy says, are you afraid to get in that water now that you saw that jellyfish? Well, see, you're not going to have any problem with jellyfish in this type of waves when the water's like this. It's usually when the water's still. When it sits still, do you have to be careful. So wherever you are in the world, there's always somebody worse off than you. Help them if you can. I'm here in the Philippines, not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. We're approaching 50,000 subscribers, and I promise the Filipino people that once I hit 50,000, we're going to spin the wheel 50 times and give away 1,000 pesos to 50 of our lucky Filipino subscribers. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure: when we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Thank you to everybody who's went on Amazon and downloaded the setup part 1, the setup part 2. I'm in the process of writing part 3, the final episode, and then I'm going to release those other stories that I've written. I do have some help now. I've got a professor over here who's helping me with my editing. So the stories are going to be even better. Take care, everybody. The meet and greet is June 29th, Thursday, 3 p.m. at Bourbon Street Bar and Grill in Iloilo City. Come on out and join us. Take care.